Hello and welcome, Skillet, coming to you from not X4 Foundations, but from the ending of the poll. So let's walk through this. And thank you guys. Thank you so much. We've had more votes in this poll than we did from the poll to get to this poll. You guys are awesome. We picked up some people along the way, which is perfect. Hopefully you guys stick around. You see what this is going to be about, because it's going to be a fun ride. Now, we are going to go with the accomplished scientist. We're going to have the player HQ, 250,000, a no-dan, smack dab in the middle of the universe. Now, the runner-up, which is I'm actually kind of shocked about, was Untested Explorer. I really thought Young Gun was going to be up there a little more, but Untested Explorer did come out as a second place with 21%. Then Young Gun at 18%. Again, I thought that was going to get a little more. Totally fine. A playthrough that I was kind of hoping for, but then also not hoping for, was the Dedicated Warrior. I think this would be a good standalone series on its own, and maybe we'll explore that later. Just because you're Paranid. You start in Paranid territory. Your faction's already at war. I think that would have been a cool start. And then the last start. And thank you. Thank you for not making this the start. Because I don't get it. I don't get the lizards. I don't get the lizard boys. Honestly, they're so small. I don't understand how they can see through the cockpit. I don't see how they can see their instruments. Nothing moves for them. You have the chairs that move up for the Boron and for the Paranid. They move down for Argon and Antigone and Terrans. But the chairs don't move for the lizards. How do they space? How do they space fare? I don't get it. Thank you guys for not choosing that one. Thank you. There will be a video coming up sometime next week. It's going to be a prologue going into the series, going to cover the ground rules of what we're going to do, and we're going to start off a little bit in that video as well. We're going to kind of lay it all out for you. And there's going to be things that we're going to do together as a group. This playthrough is not going to be anything that I have done in the past in ways I have done missions and stories. So it's going to be a little new for me. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be nice. And then I also want to be more interactive with you folks because I think that'd be fun. Because this is going to be a forever universe. You're going to be... I want you to be tied to the universe with me, right? I want you to have something that you can pick out and be like, oh, I was a part of that thing. That's what I want, and I'm trying to figure out how we're going to work that in. We'll come up with an answer. I'm not too worried. But this week we did have an announcement, and a very great announcement at that, and that was X4 timelines. Now, if you've seen the video, you've seen the trailer, that's great. I was there for the premiere. I was silent. I didn't watch the whole thing because I was at work. I'm not going to just play the video. I'm going to talk through this video on my thoughts. And I want you guys to put in the comments what you think, if you have an answer, if somebody else did anything. I think Captain Collins did a video, but it was more of a speculation video. And I don't think what I'm going to say is speculation, except for maybe some of the ships, because the ships I just don't understand. But before we dive too much into it, let's take a look. Very classic EgoSoft, I feel. I'll harken to X3 or 2, 1.
Moments in
First. I saw this station, and I said, big station, out in the middle of nowhere. Who else had a station like that? And the only thing I could think of was in X3, the Goner. right? The Goner temple. It was very pointy from what I can remember. But not only that, but I think John Furco, I'd have to go back. John Furco had a kind of pointy station, but that was destroyed. Spoiler alert. That was destroyed in X3. So I think this is going to be the Goner station.
Time. Even eons are made of them.
Let's take a look here. So all the contrails, or whatever you want to call it, the engine exhaust, it's all red. The engines are red. These engines are purple. But I don't think they're Paranid engines. I do think this is either like a Xenon-esque or Xenon origin, or how flat it is. This could be what was that? What was that group? The not the Asgard, but what's the other ship? The other large ship that has lots of the Sen. The Sen, like what was it, the AT, not the ATF. The very militant and anti-Xenon group from X3. Because how their ships were, possibly. But this could also be Xenon of origin. I mean, look how flat these are. Watch that one.
Ordinary, common,
super
routine.
Flat. It's a nice little ship.
Some moments, though, some stand out.
We'll wait for the ship to get in the...
moments around which the future pivots.
This ship has just... This ship is a cool ship. These that rotate, cool mechanic. Thumbs up. Thumbs way up, Egosoft. And look at this design, right? This, when I originally looked at this, I was thinking Argon from X3. Very Argon-esque with the circle and whatnot. But when we get to it later, I kind of think it's Terran in origin. And maybe that other faction that used to be in X3. And it's mentioned in X4 because it was retired at one point.
Moments that
we are going to have to talk about this. Things that I noticed in this. Sector. That's new. Sectors. Green line. Sectors. The colors are either really vibrant or I don't know. This is a different map. There are different things. This is where we're going to start in the upcoming series. So he's here without a pilot, so this must be like a new gun start or something like that. That's a new sector. These three are new sectors. Another new sector. Oh, excuse me there. That was just a tad bit embarrassing. But these sectors are new as well. I can't see what that is. I don't see a line either. But what's this green line? That's the interesting part, right? Because this is the Vigors right here. Avarice, Talati, Paranid, Talati. This is Zyarth, Argon, Antigone, Argon, Paranid, Terran, Boron, Xena. You got that mix up there. That's the Yaki, I'm going to assume right there. But these other sectors, very curious.
Where a single individual sets the course of history.
Look at this
They
ship.
know the gravity of their actions.
Look at this ship. Oh, stopped at a great point. I thought the Xenon Eye was fearsome. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want it. I want it gone. That is a scary looking ship. But what is this? A split ship? Based off of Split Station? Maybe like a mobile station? Which would be kind of ridiculously cool.
Do they know
Scary.
our eyes are upon them? We rate
These guys. Look at this. Look at this design. I like that design. Everything seems a lot vibrant. Or a lot more vibrant. Look at the colors here. Look at everything. It just pops at me. I don't know why. And look at the screen. Oh.
and evaluate. It is our nature.
Well, they don't like the Terrans.
We judge
There's that ship
mediocrity
again.
more harshly than malice.
This, I think, and I could be totally wrong, but I remember in X3 when the Goner had that one ship that was super duper quick and it would zip in and out of sectors. That's what that kind of reminds me of, and that also is another nail of not Xenon, but Goner. But maybe this is also expanding on the races that are currently are in the game, right? Of the ship races. You get it with I think it's the Paranid story, and then you get it again in the Avarice story. Maybe that has something to do with that. That would be kind of cool if they did expand on that, the gambling dens and things like that. That would be kind of a cool thing, too.
So if
Another
you find
time
yourself
trial, looks like.
at a crossroads,
Torture
be
chamber. There's that
extra
ship
on.
again. And then this. Doesn't it remind you of a station from X3? It really does. It really does. But we're gonna end the video there, because that's my take on the video, right? And my take on the video comes from also. Look at that. See, this has to be like a time trial. Look at that very sleek, slender. The Goner station. This is the ship, different angle with the rotating pods, right? Here it's all white, which makes me think Terran origin. Maybe I want to call it the ATF. It's not the ATF. Possibly that long ago militant faction of the Terrans. And this is that station. Maybe it's a ship. Xenon in origin. It looks like it's red. Maybe it's Yaki. Maybe that's the missing link. Maybe those ships are actually Yaki ships. An interior. This is the Steam page, of course, right? So, embark on an unprecedented space odyssey with X4 Timelines, the latest addition to the X4 universe. Using novel ways to introduce new players to X4 core gameplay mechanics, Timelines will also delight long-serving space adventurers with thrilling new storyline which takes place outside of the X4 sandbox. Prepare yourself for colossal changes and unexpected excursions to the depths of the X series, lore, and history. Okay, so I read that for the first time, And my immediate thought was jump drive. Because in X3, that's how you, or X3 Albion Prelude, that's how you got to the Albion Prelude, the big ship that you actually had to use the jump drive for. And if you could use the jump drive to go to sectors not mapped or not within your universe, then maybe you can also jump time. Maybe you're going to be put into those scenarios when the kayak, the pyramid guys show up. Maybe when Brennan closes or destroys the gate. There's a whole lot of different possibilities. Maybe it's when the gate shut down and you're taken to parts of X Rebirth or whatnot. I think that is a very cool thing. I'm very excited for this expansion. In this torture chamber. And there's that ship again. So, embedded in the X4 timeline storyline, you will find a wide range of scenarios in which you experience the many different aspects of X4 gameplay. Playing these scenarios will unlock new missions within the X4 timeline storyline and bonuses for your wider X4 sandbox universe. Among them, reimagined classic ships from X universe history. I'm excited. I'm not only excited for this expansion, I'm excited to get started on our new journey. And I'm excited that we're going to start there and then build our way to this. Like, this is going to come out, and I'm going to say it's probably going to come out sometime March, April, kind of like when the Boron did, because it's roughly the same announcement time frame. And for what this is, I don't think they're going to change a whole lot to mechanics at all. They're going to introduce ships, and I'm grateful that they're introducing new ships. But, yeah, I mean, other than like the jump drive mechanic, I don't see anything else. I maybe implementing the races or whatnot throughout the universe, but I'm excited. 2024 is going to be a big year. And again, not a big year just for us, but a big year for the game. This game is already 5 years old and it's still churning out some really good content. It always has replayability. And it's something that I always find myself going back to, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. But this is Skillet. I'm excited. I'm ready. I want to see what's going to happen next. It's going to be a wild ride. Again, there's going to be a video sometime next week. We're going to go over some ground rules and what we're going to do. And then on the 31st, we're going to have our first episode for X4 Foundations, our new journey, our forever universe. This is going to be Skillet signing out. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate. If you've already celebrated Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all the other kind of holidays that are out there for December, there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot of holidays. There's a lot of different holidays in this month. Whatever you celebrate, Festivus for the rest of us. Hope you guys have a safe time. We'll see you again.